Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. If you are meeting me for the very first time, my name is Dr. Unique. I'm a Nigerian trained medical doctor currently practicing in the UK. And if you are my return subscriber, I just want you to know that you guys keep inspiring me to make videos. And I want to say thank you very much for coming back to watch my content. All right, so today I'm going to be sharing a very bad experience, an ugly experience I've got in this UK. I could tag it the very worst day of my life at work, in the United Kingdom so far. I'm actually, like some of us are already aware, I work in the United Kingdom and I work with a company called NES Healthcare. I work on a rotation of 1 week in, 1 week out, meaning that I live in the hospital for one week, and the next 1 week I go out there. Now during those 1 week, it's really very tiring staying at home all throughout that 1 week. So many people that work with NES, that's the advantage you enjoy. If you work in a week that is not so busy and you're on 2 week in, 2 week out, you can't stay 2 week all at home waiting for the next. Moreover, he came here to look for, so we make use of the extra week to a kind of do so many things, and that is to work extra. So I got this locum job in an NHS hospital, and usually when I'm off, I go there for a locum work. It's been really a very good. I've been having very wonderful experiences in this UK since I came in. Most of the patients are extremely nice. You just speak with them, and after each day consultation, though because it's very busy, it can be quite draining. So though quite draining, but then you feel this fulfilled, and the UK patients are very enlightened. So you feel fulfilled practicing medicine in the UK. So I really have had a lot of good experiences. But this day in the emergency room in my local, so this experience I didn't have it in my primary place of work. I had it in a place I went to do locum. Now, I would say that's my first locum in the UK. So no, that was not the first day I did locum in the UK, but that's my first exposure in the emergency room in the UK. So I've seen a whole lot of patients that day, and that particular day was really a very wonderful day. Most of the patients, oh, thank you, doctor. You've been very helpful. I've received so many accolades, like, and I was, bouncing in my, in this confidence when I met this young patient. Oh God, story time. It wasn't palatable. See, I'm glad I'm laughing over it though, because just before I start this story, I've encountered toxicity in the workplace. In the last place I work, I could call that place toxic. But I've never had a patient insult me. I've never had a patient, maybe in the language I can understand, of course, because I didn't understand Arabic so much. So, but I've not had a patient like confront me the way this guy did. And oh God, well, I've already toughened. Remember the video I made about preparing for abroad and thriving better? Well, my skin is already very tough anyway. So I came in prepared, and I was really ready to cope despite any circumstance I will make. Remember I told you I worked in a very toxic environment in Saudi Arabia, and that almost marred my abroad journey, because when I went back to Nigeria from Saudi Arabia, I made up my mind I was not good. To a point, I started taking a decision. I took a decision that I didn't want to come to abroad again. Everybody was almost begging me, please. Like I just decided to stay back home because of the experience I have. But after thinking a whole lot, thinking about future, after so many deep thoughts, so many deep thinking, I knew I had to come back. I knew I had to, at least till I get to a certain level, that I have to come back abroad. So, and I came, but this time I knew I came prepared. But that day I was taking unawares. I've met angry patients before, but I've never met this particular one. I've never met something like this before. So what happened that day in the ED? After seeing some patients, it was his time. First of all, on bringing the paper, I noticed that the patient had actually stayed long. The patient had stayed like 5 hours, 30 minutes in the ED, because in ED they have strong triaging system. With the patient, is a young lady and the boyfriend, okay, the partner, okay, who they came with. So I noticed the lady had some form of, health concern. Anyway, we don't go details in UK, so I will be very, very conservative because I don't want to encroach into anybody's privacy, because I don't know who will be watching this video. So this patient has stayed 5 hours, 30 minutes in, but it is not abnormal. It's in that particular trust. I notice it. Most patients that are stable will stay longer because we have to finish. Of course, in every way, it's normal. When you come into the into hospital, you triage and you do those that are more of emergency before you do the stable ones, which can also become emergency if they are not attended to. So I started taking history from the lady. She got some abdominal pain. On trying to take a deep history, the partner interrupted, and the lady, I now asked her, "Are you comfortable?" She said, "Yes." She want the guy to stay and she want the guy to talk. So in UK, like I have explained earlier, we practice patient-centered, completely patient-centered. If the patient said he wants the partner to be there, then the partner have to be there. She even said, yes, she's willing to wait. Let the partner explain to me. That is the partner that has more concern, and she's willing for the partner to be the one that is interrupting the consultation. So the guy took over and told me, so I'm here just for one reason, that they are here for one reason, that she doesn't really matter what the girl was talking about, because I was trying to clear the symptoms the lady was presenting with. She got abdominal pain, and as a doctor, I know how to explore that to know where I should start thinking about and what I should start thinking about. But this guy told me, no, 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 that I should forget about those, that what they came to do, that they came to do a C def test, that the girl has to do a C def because she has got a C def, and he want to make sure that the girl has not gotten a C def and all that. So being a new doctor in the UK, I don't know what C def is. I may know what it means, what it is medically, but I don't know what that abbreviation is. So that also makes me to come into this. If you come to your hospital, you see that so many things are abbreviated. You will struggle at the initial time, like the triage paper. When you get the triage paper, you will see some unconventional abbreviations. So you're going to struggle with it because you have to meet people and say, please, what does this mean? What does this mean? So I struggle with catching that. And as a smart Nigerian doctor, why I tried catching up with that. I tried catching up with it. I couldn't. See that in medicine. See that. So I tried to relate it with, before we came in here, we did lab, and I did lab too. I know we came across with so many things. So I quickly tried searching my brain. But to be frank with you, I couldn't really pick what that is. So after listening to the guy, I now told the guy, please, politely, I said, please, I assume CDEP is an abbreviation. Please, could you tell me what CDEP is? Bam! That was where the whole consultation scattered. The guy said, wow, I am a qualified paramedic and I know what CDEP is. And you claim to be a medical doctor, a licensed doctor, and you don't know what CDEP is. You are a disgrace. You are a this. You are a that. Oh, my father. So, when I was before I came to the UK to practice now, at least I was trained for the job, and I know some principles that we were told to apply when we are dealing with an aggressive patient and all that. So immediately, even when the patient got up, what I tried to do is that I tried calming him down. I located the door, and to be frank with you, at that moment, tears built up because I easily cry to relieve tension. But I told myself, no, I'm not going to cry in front of patients. Not at all. I'm not going to do that. That means I'll be a disgrace, and I'll tell this patient that his madness somehow got at me. So luckily, I was very lucky that day, a British nurse walked in. And the British nurse walked in and said that, I met you verbally abusing our doctor. We don't do that. This is a zero tolerance abuse area. I said, no, this is not a doctor. This person is not a doctor. He doesn't know what CDEP is, so she's not a doctor. So the nurse tried to also handle the situation. And in fact, the guy said, in fact, go get me another doctor, a qualified. In fact, I'm no more interested in this consultation. This consultation has to end. You have to bring in another doctor. So I just touched the nurse and we went behind. I first of all asked the nurse, CDEF is supposed to be an abbreviation, right? She said, yes, they commonly abbreviate CDEF to mean Clostridium difficile. Oh, and I said, wow. And I said, child, something in me, like the Nigerian in me was like to go back there, like to start rattling the pathogenesis of Clostridium difficile and all that. But I just told myself it wasn't worth it. So I went to speak with one of the consultants there, briefed him about what has happened. And then the consultant told me that, no, I have to fill an incident form, so it can be recorded in the system that this patient can go and visit, so that no doctor will have to face that again and all that. But well, I wasn't interested in all that. But he told me that it's something necessary that I have to do and all that. So the next thing that happened is that we now went together, and I told him, okay, well, I'm not here with this patient. I've already attached my name that I'm seeing this patient. I've not even been able to get full details, just to make sure that I'm not dealing with ectopic pregnancy and something more serious in that patient. So because it's tummy pain, and when the lady has a tummy pain, you just have to explore that and all that. So I and the consultant, we went back. When we went back, another drama. The patient put on a video to video us. The nurse said, no, you can't do that. It became something very, very serious that the security has to, get involved, because she wanted to start videoing the consultation. I don't know, say sometimes na person fit smoke weed. So a whole lot happened that day, but my anger is that everybody got to understand that, yeah, in a place where you have 90% people normal, sometimes you may encounter people that are abnormal. It doesn't mean that everyone there is normal. So I've been sharing the wonderful experiences I've had here, and I felt that I shouldn't be selfish not to share this. At least if you're a viewer that is planning to come to the UK, no patient is going to embarrass you with the word C def. If you hear C def and you're planning to come to the UK to practice, or you've been practicing and you hear C def, because it means Clostridium difficile. Before you meet another aggressive patient that will, be very angry that you didn't know what the word C def is. No, at the end of everything, the security was involved and the whole issue, resolved. And when they told me to start filling, I said, please, this is AI. I have to continue. I was actually, my interest, those my first few weeks of doing ED posting is to get as much as experience as possible, UK experience as possible, and all that, and then get my UK references to start getting a better paid looking rate. So I wasn't really interested in spending my time to start filling an incident form, but I'm sure that because he also tried videoing and had some physical combat, the consultant and the matron, they filled some form of incident form and whatever, following the trust protocol. So that was my very worst day so far in the UK. Yeah, so at some point, when I remember the fact, how did that affect me? Did it really have effect in me? I love to keep my things real on this channel. I don't like to form, and I don't like to, form as much as possible. Did that incident got at me? When I wanted to see the next patient, I went to the toilet, and remembering the fact that the guy said, you are a disgrace. I remember that word. I felt bad. And I couldn't, the only way I could let out to feel better was to cry. So I cried. After crying, I just cleaned my ears, my eyes, and told myself that yes, even back home in Nigeria, patients can get angry. I've also known where people have. I just try to tell myself, no, it's not really because I'm not a British. The only offense I committed is that I may not be very, very conversant. Not even that, maybe if that happens to be a C def, that I don't know how to manage it. If that happens to be Clostridium difficile, I know how to manage it. I can educate you about that. It's a kind of an infection that is being gotten through maybe overuse of an antibiotic, prolonged using an antibiotic. One of the side effects, you can give Clostridium difficile infection. You treat it with metronidazole or vancomycin. So I know my stuff. Even at that point, I knew. I got to know what it meant. I know my stuff. So it's not like I don't know what I'm doing or something. So I just encouraged myself, spoke to myself, my dear, I wiped my face and I went back to consultation and work continued. But guess what? The next patient I saw was extremely nice. For you to see, that was the day a UK patient told me I wore one nice scrub that was designed by Rookie, and a guy told me, oh, you the most beautiful, I mean, the most incredible, I mean, the most beautiful doctor I've ever seen in my whole wide world. So UK environment is usually non-toxic. Non-toxicity is usually encouraged. So that day, I had a whole lot of other good feelings that carried me going, and I left the hospital that day very happy. So what I wanted to pick in this video is this: it's not all rose out here. Some days are good days, some days are bad days, some days you are full with vibes, like, and you are happy. People like me now, some days certain things is going to make you low. That's how the place is. Certain things are going to make you low, but with time things keep getting better. You keep adapting and you become the queen. So that's where I'm heading to, the queen of the land. I will take over and I will dominate and I will be fine. So I just decided to share this experience because I know, oh, this video is getting too long already. So I'm just going to end this video here right now. So I want you to know that in general, UK is a beautiful place to practice. I am telling you, we're full of opportunities, full of create your funds and you'll be happy and all that and all that. And UK patients are very enlightened. So if you're planning to come here, while you're planning for planning your plan, let it not just be that you're planning to pass those exams. So, okay? Let them be part of it because really you need them in your practice. This today is a very first time coming across my channel. My name is Dr. Unique. I'm a Nigerian trained medical doctor, just like I've said in the beginning of my video. Every practicing in the UK, do well to subscribe to my channel and hit on the notification bell so that you can always get my